Hello and welcome. In this session, we will walk you through a comprehensive study guide tailored for those aspiring to become certified Scrum Masters. We will cover key areas and strategies to help you succeed in your certification journey. We will be looking at some of the certifications like Certified Scrum Master, Professional Scrum Master, and Safe Scrum Master. Let's begin with an overview of Scrum Master certifications. On the left, we highlight some popular certifications, including Certified Scrum Master from Scrum Alliance, Professional Scrum Master from Scrum.org, Safe Scrum Master from Scaled Agile, and Advanced Scrum Master from IC Agile. On the right, let's explore the benefits of obtaining a Scrum Master certification. These include industry recognition and enhanced credibility, improved career opportunities, a structured learning path, and access to valuable resources and communities. Now, let's examine the requirements for two popular certifications: Certified Scrum Master and Professional Scrum Master. Looking at the Certified Scrum Master certification, the requirements include attending a 2-day in-person or online training course by a certified Scrum trainer. No specific prerequisites are required, but a basic understanding of Scrum is recommended. The training course fee includes the first attempt at the certification exam. Moving on to the Professional Scrum Master certification, no formal training is required. Self-study is a viable option, although training courses are recommended. Scrum.org also offers a free Scrum Open assessment for practice. For the Certified Scrum Master, the format includes 50 questions in 60 minutes, with a passing score of 74%, and the certification is valid for 2 years. For the Professional Scrum Master, the format includes 80 questions in 60 minutes, with a passing score of 85%, and the certification never expires. Let's dive into the first key study area: the Scrum Framework. At the center of the diagram, we have Scrum, which is a framework for developing complex products. Around it are the core elements, roles which include the Scrum Master, Product Owner, and developers. Events such as the sprint, sprint planning, daily Scrum, sprint review, and sprint retrospective. Artifacts, which are the product backlog, sprint backlog, and increment. And values, which are commitment, focus, openness, respect, and courage. When studying the Scrum framework, focus on understanding the purpose and relationships between all of the Scrum elements, not just memorizing the definitions. Now let's explore the Scrum Master role in more detail. The Scrum Master has several key responsibilities: facilitating the Scrum events and ensuring that they are positive and productive, coaching the team in self-management and cross-functionality, helping to remove impediments to the team's progress, ensuring that all Scrum events take place and are time-boxed, and helping the organization adopt Scrum. The Scrum Master also has a responsibility to the organization, including leading and coaching the organization in its Scrum adoption, planning and advising Scrum implementations within the organization, helping employees and stakeholders understand and enact empirical product development, causing change that increases the productivity of the Scrum team, and working with other Scrum Masters to increase the effectiveness of Scrum in the organization. Now we will take a closer look at the Agile Values and Principles. The Agile Manifesto values are: individuals and interactions over processes and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to change over following a plan. The Agile principles are: our highest priority is to satisfy the customer through early and continuous delivery of valuable software. Welcome changing requirements even late in development. Deliver working software frequently, from a couple of weeks to a couple of months. Business people and developers must work together daily throughout the project. Build projects around motivated individuals. Give them the environment and support they need. And the most efficient and effective method of conveying information is face-to-face conversation. Understand how these principles relate to Scrum practices and the Scrum Master role. We will now study empiricism and Scrum values. Empirical process control has 3 pillars: transparency, which means making significant aspects of the process visible; inspection, which is timely checks on progress toward a goal; and adaptation, which means adjusting the process or product based on inspection. The Scrum values are commitment, which means personally committing to achieving team goals. Focus, which is concentrating on the work of the sprint. Openness, which is being transparent about work and challenges. Respect, which means respecting team members as capable, independent people. And courage, which means having the courage to do the right thing and work on tough problems. The Scrum Master helps the Scrum team and organization embody these values in their work and interactions. When these values are embodied by the Scrum team, the empirical Scrum pillars come to life, building trust among all individuals. Let's explore the essential facilitation techniques that a Scrum Master should master. Key meeting facilitation skills include setting clear agendas and objectives for each meeting, using time boxing to maintain focus and efficiency, ensuring all voices are heard through round-robin techniques, managing dominant personalities and encouraging quiet members, and using parking lots for off-topic discussions. Some of the collaborative techniques are voting for prioritization and decision-making, silent writing to gather ideas without influence, affinity mapping to organize and categorize ideas, using Fist of Five for quick consensus checks, and facilitating retrospectives with varied formats. Here, we will provide valuable exam preparation strategies to boost your confidence. The study approach includes reading the Scrum Guide multiple times, taking practice tests to identify knowledge gaps, joining study groups or forums for discussion, using spaced repetition for better retention, and creating mind maps to visualize relationships. Some of the resources are the official Scrum Guide, Scrum.org Open Assessments, Scrum Alliance Learning Resources, and Scrum, a Pocket Guide by Gunther Verheyen. Some of the exam techniques are reading questions carefully and looking for keywords, identifying situational questions versus knowledge questions, using the process of elimination for difficult questions, and watching for time management so that you don't spend too long on any one question. Finally, let's discuss the next steps in your certification journey and continued professional growth. The post-certification growth includes applying knowledge in real-world scenarios, joining Scrum communities and user groups, attending Agile conferences and workshops, considering advanced certifications based on career goals, and mentoring others and sharing knowledge. Here are some of the advanced certifications to consider. Certified Scrum Professional Scrum Master, Professional Scrum Master Levels 2 and 3, Certified Team Coach or Certified Enterprise Coach, Professional Agile Leadership Certifications, and specialized certifications in scaling, DevOps, and product ownership. Remember, certification is just the beginning of your Agile journey. The real learning comes from applying these principles in your daily work. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.